Jasmine. Hello. Hi, guys. Sorry, I was just adding Jasmine so she can come in and join us on here. All right, let me see. Let's see how to do this. I can actually wave at you guys. How cute is that? There we go. All right, so can you guys hear me okay? There you are. All right. Can you hear me? Say something. Let me see if I can hear you. Hi, welcome. Can you guys hear me? Yes, okay, so you can hear me. Jasmine, I don't know if I can hear you or not. Sorry guys, bear with us. We're both new to these and I'm trying to figure out how to get her on here and be able to hear her because I can't hear her. So, okay, she can't hear me either. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, let me see if I can invite her and then that works. 1 second, guys. Okay, invite her. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bear with us. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Okay, can you hear me now? You can't hear me? And I can't hear you. Say something and see if they can hear you. Ask if everyone can hear. Oh, she's gone again. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. Let me see if I can let me invite her here. Invite. Sorry guys, this is my first time doing this, so I'm trying to get it all sorted out. Should have probably done one of these beforehand to try and figure it out, but just go with it, right? Let me see. I sent her the invite. No. Let me see if I can get her to join in here. All right, good. So I already sent it. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to figure this out. She's sending me requests and I'm sending her requests. There we go. Here we go. Oh, it says she's unable to join. Why unable to join? Hi, welcome.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you. Ah, all right, we got it. All right.
It felt like that commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I know. Good. Right? Finally, I can hear you. Yes, awesome. Okay, cool. So, since, we're like fashionably late and all, sorry about that, guys. We tried being on time, but, nerves and life happens. So here we are. Um, Thank you for joining us. This is my first live. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat and also still try to look up at the camera. It's a little different from just doing YouTube, so bear with me. So tonight we're going to do something for you guys super special. I'm going to be sending Reiki healing to everyone watching the video, and we're going to do a cord cutting ritual as well as pull a Kali Oracle card for you guys tonight. Yes, first time live, right? So Jasmine's going to go over the importance of certain steps with the cord cutting ritual with you guys. So first, what I want everyone watching to do right now is I want you to just take a few Nice deep cleansing breaths. Okay, so you're just gonna breathe in. Big belly breaths, not, you don't want your lungs, you want it to come straight from the diaphragm. Okay, you're gonna hold for about 4 seconds and then breathe out. Okay, and I want you to do that 3 or 4 times and just really ground yourself and get nice and comfortable. Because we're gonna be here for probably about 20 minutes. Um, and yeah, just open yourselves and be receptive to receiving the healing energy, because you do have to open yourself up to receiving for me to, be able to send you the Reiki. I can send it out all day and night, but until you accept it and you're open to receiving it, it will do you no good. So, set your intentions to be open to receive. And Jasmine's going to give you guys some information now while I start sending you guys some Reiki. Okay?
Okay, so I've been talking about in my YouTube videos for a while. Oh, hold on. In my YouTube videos for a while, how cord cutting, it's not just an easy way out. It's not an easy fix. There is work that goes with it. Yes, I can cut cords for you, but you have to do the work, the shadow work with it, because it will pop up. Me and Maria have done cord cuttings twice now with each other, and we've both had some healing that we had to do. So it's not an easy way, easy fix. A lot of shadow work will come with it. A lot of things will pop up because you're cutting cords from something that you no longer want in your life. And when you cut those cords, those things will pop up to see if you're really ready to heal them. So that's really all I had to say about what cord cuttings are. Just be ready to actually heal yourself, because all I'm doing is just helping you. I'm just giving you a helping hand is what I am doing. I'm not doing any healing or any work for you. I'm just helping you out with your healing. That's basically all I had to say about what cord cuttings was. I've been talking about it in my YouTube videos a lot, so if you follow me on there, you'll know, because I've been, yeah.
And things that no longer serve you, it's a lot of times it's habits, or deep-seated traumas that we're not fully aware of. And it could be
Yeah.
something totally random that comes up, and then you just get this flashback to a period of time in your life where something happened to you that, created a little goblin, a little demon, and it's something that you're going to need to work through. But whatever is being brought up from this, it is something that you are ready to heal. You just need to be open to do so. So I'm going to grab a Kali card, okay? My intention is set to have whatever card comes out tonight be what would be most beneficial for everyone watching the video, to help them remove whatever blockages that they have that may be preventing them from moving forward in their healing. And if you've never watched one of my reads before, I do Reiki during my readings through my cards. So you're still getting Reiki every single time you watch one of my videos, so long as you open yourself to it. All right. Card. Okay. Dumavati. Don't be afraid. It's just Kali, y'all. She comes in all sorts of forms. I think she's quite beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
It's card number 22 that may be significant to some of you. Um, okay, so I'm just gonna roll with it, guys. I was just told surprise. Somehow there was a card left in my thingy. They just said surprise. So I guess we're doing two Kali cards. And we'll go ahead and do this one first. This is Nitya Kali. Probably totally butchered that. It is number 30, and it's a lotus. It's called
Lotus.
Nitya
I love
Kali.
lotuses.
Yeah, me too. And it has the phases of the moon, so that may be significant. And I'm kind of being drawn to the new moon that's at the top. So the new moon might be significant for some of you here. But I'm going to read this one real quick so we can get into the other one that we actually pulled for tonight. Um, all right, let's see. Her unerring instinct for spiritual protection arises spontaneously, even when we do not realize we need it. Sometimes we don't realize just how far we've become entangled in that which is not good for us. We do not realize we need Kali's powerful intervention. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Holding space for an inner or outer conflict to be resolved involves discipline. Chamunda, is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline needed to conquer a difficult situation. She is with you now. That's awesome that this card was in here too, because blockages and habits. It could be just allowing toxic people around us that we shouldn't allow anymore, but we do it out of love or loyalty. So you kind of do need a fearlessness when it's a situation like that. So that might be significant for someone. Wild Black Chamunda is a voracious warrior goddess. She takes her name from Shanda and Munda, two great demons whom she defeated. Thus, her name is a symbol of gaining power. Her presence indicates that you shall not only overcome an obstacle, but gain complete mastery over the energies that gave rise to it. You shall never be troubled by it again. Swathed in blood-red light representing her life force and power, Chamunda has multiple arms which indicate her divine activity. The skull and crescent moon resting atop a funeral pyre form her crown, symbolizing her status as a goddess of death and karmic retribution. I just heard karmic payouts. So for some of you are receiving karmic payouts, or you will be receiving them. Karma isn't
That's
always bad.
that's funny because I was picking up like past life karma
Mm-hmm.
earlier.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes karma that we're working through could actually be from past lives as well. So some of you are getting or will soon be getting karmic payouts. Um, Sorry, where was I at? Yet she is protective. Her three deeply socketed eyes are so intense that they are said to burn. Wait, this is the wrong card. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is insane. I was reading the page of the wrong one. You know what? There are no mistakes. I'm going with this because I've never even seen this card come out of the deck before. Oh, I'm glad it didn't. It would scare some of you because I have a lot of people who follow me that are either not completely in high, who are either not completely involved, period, with spirituality, or who are completely new to it. So I think this card might be too much for some people to see. Um, Her three deeply socketed eyes are so intense they're said to burn away the evil in all worlds and dimensions. She provides protection from destructiveness, including gossip and other kinds of black magic, which, not unlike gossiping, uses intention, words, and action to work against another's well-being. Chamunda is referred to as Queen by her soul tribe, a group of ancient mother goddesses known as the Matrikas. She is the only one worshipped independently, and the only one not connected to a masculine consort. She is an independent, fierce, and unique emanation of the wild, feminine power of Devi, the great divine goddess. She is an expression of Kali, referred to interchangeably with Kali Ma in the Puranas, ancient Hindu texts that date back more than 2,000 years. The matrikas express a consciousness that is potentially protective and destructive, depending on your actions. These beings are particularly upset by negative expressions of masculine energy, whether expressed by a male or female human. The masculine energy can be healthy or toxic. When it is healthy, it is strong, creative, protective, and generative. When it is toxic, it is exploitative, dominating, and damaging, seeking progress at any cost. This is profoundly disruptive, and rather than the positive destructive power of Kali Ma, is the unchecked demonic destructiveness of greed. The matrikas are fierce, and Chamunda in particular will retaliate against toxic masculinity, causing havoc in the lives of those who live by such values. So I'm really feeling like there's going to be a lot of balancing of masculine energy from this. And for those who do not know, all of us carry inside of us both masculine and feminine energies. You carry both. Everything is about balance, yin yang, whatever you know of, whatever that you can relate it to. Everything in life is about balance. And women can embody toxic masculinity for what the feminine form is. You know, if you are at this point in your, I guess, journey or your process of learning things, that'll be super easy. Like, oh yeah, I know. But for some of us, when we don't know that yet, it's like, what are you talking about? So just know that we all have masculine and feminine within us. And either one can be out of balance. And I mean, honestly, when you really look at it, if one is out of balance, they both are. Okay. Let me see, where was I? See, it says this is symbolic of her power over masculine energy. When the feminine has been desecrated in any way, she will not hesitate to retaliate with fierce compassion. Okay, so trigger warning for anyone watching. Someone may have been disrespected by a masculine in a way that a feminine should never be disrespected or violated. And this cord cutting may bring that up for you. But I'm being told it's time to heal that and that you are ready for it. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm like, that one's hurting. Oof. All right. So just know that it's going to come up. You are strong enough to do this, and I will definitely put a little more focus on that with the Reiki. Okay, moving on. Which from our human perspective may seem like chaos. Yet the phallus is also a symbol of her honoring the potential power and creativity of healthy masculine energy, facilitating its safe development in the human psyche. Despite her inherent drama and intensity, Chamunda is beloved by the heroic heart. She assists us when we need to find the strength to overcome our psychological limitations and inertia to access, integrate, and sustain higher frequency state of being. Bringing about a permanent structural change of the psyche is hard work. It requires commitment. However, bullying ourselves into being different or applying more and more willpower only tends to create resistance, adverse reactions, and exhaustion. It's more a case of applying wisdom, finding the balance between persistence, determination, and compassionate rest and release, so we can integrate and rebuild from within. For some personality types, taking rest can require as much discipline as engaging in activity. And let me say from personal experience, when you are a workaholic, or maybe you're a single parent, or maybe you're just, you know what, in school, some people would mock and say, oh, you're an overachiever. Well, that just means that you are dedicated to whatever you do, right? You're passionate in that. So for people like that, in certain different aspects of our life, it becomes hard for us to let go of control, if you will, and just rest when it comes to those things that you're always going hard at. For some, it could be your business. For some, it could be your studies. For some, it could be, just your family, your house life. But if whatever it is, take it however it applies for you. Whatever it is in
Oh,
your
sorry,
life,
did not like that.
whatever it is for you in your life that you are constantly just go, go, go at, remember, sometimes you've got to pull back and just go with the flow. And um, what is that saying? Okay, see where the chips may lie or something like that. I don't even use that, so I don't know the full saying. I'm probably butchering, but you know, might be for somebody. Okay. Um, Learning to move between the two as appropriate takes strength and wisdom. Mastering the balance to nudge ourselves forward on our path and facilitate change, but not so much that we feel defeated even before we gain traction. That is all advanced inner work. Chamunda is the power to accomplish it. Her presence in a reading is a portent of a truly exceptional breakthrough on your path, the healing of masculine energy and the protection of the sacred feminine within your heart. Okay? And then it just has like a little prayer thing, but I'm not going to do the little prayer thing tonight for that one. I do want to see real quick what this number 31 is about, though. That's beautiful that this was the card there. I feel like all of these were necessary. And if you've watched any of my reads, you also know that anytime I say, please just one card or just one more card, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm going to get like 2 or 3. So we
Yeah,
got
that's me
3.
too.
One that didn't even pop out because it was being place held by one that did pop out. And then the actual one that we pulled. So, all right. But this one is beautiful and it's very fitting since especially a lot of people here on my Instagram and probably even some on my YouTube that because they've probably gone there from my Instagram are really super new to the whole, spirituality and journeying within. This card says Nitya Kali. She calls us away from the world to journey inward where a path of sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel natural or unfamiliar, but in journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize you're not being denied, but released. There's something new on the horizon. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. So, yeah. And that's the only part of that one I'm going to read because I want to get to the one we actually pulled. And I'm not really feeling called to read the rest of that one anyways. Okay. Dumavati, beloved mother who dwells in the smoke, who presides over the most difficult transitions. Didn't I tell you this earlier, Jasmine?
Yeah, you did.
Literally, guys, before we came on here, we did our own little video just to kind of, I don't know, vibe together first before coming on with all this other energy. And I literally talked about massive transitions because those are the hardest ones sometimes. And because there's so much involved with them. And when we get right to the end, there's that one little part, like, you're right there, that last part of the race, you're coming around the final turn and you're almost there. But that's also kind of when all that exhaustion and everything sets in and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know if I
It's
can
like
do
you're
this. Blah,
almost
blah,
there,
blah.
but you got like this hurdle you got to jump over.
You still got to keep
This
going,
big old
right?
mountain.
And it can be hard to do that. And it's beautiful that this is the card that actually comes out because I did all
Yeah.
my channeling while talking to her first. All right. Let's see. She who knows that certain endings are unavoidable. They are necessary predecessors to radical reinvention. Her presence brings the message that though disappointment, defeat, or loss, and the negative repercussions of such experiences may cause suffering for a time, they will not limit your future happiness. They are a means for opening as yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust must be unconditional at this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. The seventh of the Mahadviya wisdom goddesses is Dhumavati. She is the crone goddess, and uniquely in the Hindu context from which she arises, she is also a widow. Her name means she who is made of smoke, and as the expression goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Dhumavati is associated with the profound suffering. Just as smoke is the polluting and concealing manifestation of ire, it can be hard to believe there's any divine blessing, hidden or otherwise, when we are in the agonies of intense suffering. In honoring Dhumavati, we acknowledge that suffering is a part of life and can develop compassion. Our capacity for kindness is often in direct proportion to the suffering we have experienced and processed, as it can grow empathy and wisdom in the soul. And that's the hardest thing for people to understand sometimes when they're actually going through a process where they're suffering is there's beauty in everything, and it doesn't seem like it when you're in there because hindsight is 2020. You've got to get out of the storm before you can see all the beauty that it brought. How everything, if you ever notice after a storm when the clouds clear, everything is so bright and so beautiful. The greens are greener, the blues are bluer, the flowers seem happier, everything just seems more alive. And that is how you will feel too, every step along the way when you work past every new hurdle that comes up for you. So don't stop, keep going. Dhumavati can help us find the courage to be real about our suffering, neither becoming lost in it nor avoiding it, but rather to go through it and process it. The difference comes through the willingness to face and process pain. Dhumavati is often associated with the most painful aspects of human existence: aging, disease, thirst, poverty, hunger, death, and ugliness on all levels. This may cause some to fear her and try to push her away. Yet when we are suffering greatly, we can know that she's with us. With her black and smoky skin, she becomes the blackened Madonna, the beloved mother who does not watch our suffering from some remote place in blissful detachment, but is suffering along with us. Our cries resonate in her heart. In our emotional anguish, she is our sacred companion, and her presence can help us bear witness with honesty and courage. Healing begins with an acknowledgement of suffering. You can't resolve an issue if you deny that it exists. Bearing honest witness is the only way for change to begin. When Dhumavati arises in a reading, there is an opportunity to end a profound and difficult struggle, perhaps one that is obscure and difficult to articulate and acknowledge. Such truth-speaking to yourself happens when you can finally admit, "This is not good enough for me," or "I'm not sure yet what or how, but something needs to stop." Dhumavati is sometimes depicted with two crows attempting to pull a cart that they cannot move. At other times, the cart is without means of movement at all. She brings the message that the path you are on cannot take you any further. This doesn't mean that life is over, but rather that life as you have known it has come to an end. This is the inception of a new cycle. Last reading for the collective, I said it was the end of a cycle. And now we got this. To be ready for it, as we know from Kali's mysteries, we must grieve and release what has been. In the social context from which Dhumavati emerges, widows are at the edges of acceptable social status. In this way, Dhumavati is a goddess for those who have been shunned, criticized, or denounced, for those forced out of social status or position through circumstances that are not necessarily of their own choosing. When external events seem to be forcing you in a certain direction, feelings of vulnerability can arise. but then so can a sense of being deeply guided by the universe. Dhumavati's presence signifies a time when something you once counted on has failed you in some way. Through that process, opportunities open that would not have been otherwise available to you. Let's see. New horizons open up, everything changes. It wasn't easy, it took courage, it hurt a lot. We had to grow, but she was there with us, letting us know. This feels terrible, but something good is going to come from it. The pain will end. You are going to be more than just okay. You are going to thrive. All right, and so it does have a little invocation ritual. It says, and you can repeat this by all means. You can repeat this out loud to yourself as you're watching. Ma Dhumavati, I honor your powerful presence and secret blessings that lead to spiritual liberation. I gratefully receive your powers of protection, warding off negativity and defending me from enemies known and unknown, within and without. You acknowledge my suffering and the suffering of all beings so that healing and awakening can truly occur. You show us when and how to lean into the mysterious workings of the universe. You gift me freedom and entry into new worlds. The prayers of our dark mother's gracious mind rise upon your smoky essence. May blessings and healing manifest for the spiritual benefit of all. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. All right, take a moment to acknowledge where you're struggling right now. It may be pain in your life, pain you sense in others, or pain in the world. That acknowledgement can become the ending of a pathway that cannot lead you anywhere worth going. You don't have to know how to start a new path. The Divine Mother knows. As you honestly and courageously bear witness, you can speak your declaration. Divine Mother, healing, change, and compassionate awakening is needed here. And then you can complete that with saying, Om Dum Dum Dhumavati Swaha Jai Ma Kali Jai Jai Ma. And then if you would like, you can bow with your hands in ritual prayer, whichever feels comfortable to you. And I'm going to put my cards up and just send straight Reiki to you guys because now Jasmine is going to go ahead and do the cord cutting. So make sure that you set your intentions for it being anything specific you want to remove that you feel is negative, a bad habit, things like that. Anything, any cord that you want to remove the blocks for, okay? And I want you to also ask for the ones that you don't know of so that they can be brought up and you can be made aware of what they are. So then you can heal from those as well. Because we don't know the next step until we're shown it, right? So something being brought up that we didn't know was there isn't always a bad thing. It's just something new we need to do.
All right, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so this is the candle where you need to release. This is everything you need to release. And then this one over here on the right is you. Okay. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed. Are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective in their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective in their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. Cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. Cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. I cut all cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose. Any cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. Well, their candle is now completely burnt out. This candle is still going. So whoever you or whoever, whatever you're trying to let go of is kind of refusing.
That's what we wanted, though. We wanted this to be for those deep-seated blocks and um,
Yeah.
have them removed so everyone can heal.
So when these pop up, just be ready to let it go completely.
Yes. When they come up, whatever emotions come up, fully embrace them so that you can fully process them. And that includes crying. If tears come up, let them out. If anger comes up, feel it, really feel it and acknowledge it so that you can release it. And it's the same with fear.
See how this candle does not want to go, like it does not want to melt at all. Like every time me and you have done this, it always melts down, so I don't know.
We're going for a whole collective right now.
Yeah.
It's definitely got more energy to work through.
The cut out cords that no longer serve the collective and their higher purpose, and cords attached that are not aligned with peace and harmony are severed, demolished, and destroyed, and never to return. All their energy returns to them, filling them with vitality and peace. They deserve peace. They deserve to move on and let go. Let them be happy. Let them feel at peace. Let go. It's okay to let go. It no longer serves you. Let it go. Release that. Let it go. It's okay. Let go. It's okay to let go. Their candle is Your candle is still fighting. Theirs burnt out. It's okay to let go of what no longer serves you. Just let it go. Now it's out.
And so it is. All right. So I have some affirmations that I want to use to kind of close things out. Um, and I'm going to say these so that you can also say them along as well out loud. And really feel them, really take them in and let them bring you their healing, okay? Hopefully I don't lose my place because I want to continue sending Reiki while I read these, so bear with me. I am loved, honored, and protected, safe within the eternal arms of divine grace. I am safe, secure, and provided for by the eternal, living God source and inner Christos. I am beloved, appreciated, and cherished. I am free from karma now. I am free from phantoms, shadow dancers. I am totally secure and at ease in my world. I am no longer afraid of life's many dramas. I am no longer afraid to love. I am love. I live in a safe, supporting, and loving universe. There is enough of everything for everyone. I give myself permission to live the life that I desire. I am at peace within. I am at peace without. I am peace. I am free to be all that is me, and so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps. Make sure you drink plenty of water, and make sure that when these things do come up, process them. Let them come up because you're ready for this. They wouldn't be coming up if you weren't.
Very true.
All right, so and you can follow us both. I'm gonna put our information below, and that way you can like our videos and follow
You're
us and
welcome,
see
Liz.
more. Yeah, we're gonna figure out another one. You're welcome. We're gonna figure out another one to do. We actually talked about doing this. What do we say, like once a month? Trying to do
Yeah, I've been
something
like every 27th, because I've been seeing 27 everywhere.
everywhere, right?
Um,
Everywhere.
yeah, and
So yeah,
27
so
always lands on Wayne and Gibbous.
right, so stay tuned,
And Wayne
guys,
and
because
Gibbous,
there's more.
the Wayne and Gibbous moon is actually good for banishing rituals and banishing spells and stuff like that. So I think
Yeah.
that's why we've been seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
So
So who knows what we'll work up next? But this was fun, and we'll do it again. Um, so yeah, drop a comment below, like the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for joining us.
bye.
All right, bye.